Radical.
Through September 11, 2022. Show comments, quick replies. This is actually done very quickly. In fact, all these comments were clipped in succession. I went down my feed and I said, went down my comment feed and I said, hey, how about I actually just take a chunk out and reply to that chunk? Never done this before. Pretty interesting, and I'm making it work. So every single one of these comments, all in succession, and I'm replying to all of them all at once. Hooded Farmer, I know you weren't doing this purposely, but it was sure funny you put the camera face down in the box. Well, I mean, I don't know if I meant to. I never plan out when I'm doing no show-off Saturdays, hey, I'm going to have to put the camera down in the box. But because I was limited, and unlike Tien from Dragon Ball, when he was in the tournament, I only have two arms. Unlike Man-at-Arms. Wait, does Man-at-Arms actually have more arms from He-Man? Unlike the spider doppelganger, you know what I mean. I don't have more than 2 arms and hands. So I'm limited. I have to sometimes lay it down. I think in the next show off Saturday, which was recorded earlier today actually, I have to lay it down to do other things and then I pick it back up. I mean, what do you expect? I don't have a staff, right? Don't have a camera crew. I just have me and my hands, and I only got 2 of them. Arioka, that PowerA wired controller looks cool. Reminds me of an original Xbox controller. Yeah, both of them are gone, by the way. Both of them were gone. One of them, I forget if somebody, bought it with a console, and then one of them sold separately to somebody else. The gray one and the green one. Those are really sharp-looking controllers. They're small, but they're not super small. You can make an argument that the original Xbox 360 controller might have been like a little bit too big. You can make an argument. I'm not sure if it's a good argument, but other than that, almost a perfect gaming controller. But those PowerA controllers, not only, do they look nice, but, they have really strong vibrator motors in there. And really strong vibrators are very important. Matt Tracker, F that little shit. Give him some paper and a pen and tell him to tic-tac-toe. That's pretty funny. She's that piece of paper. I'm talking about the little kid that always wants things for like $1, wants them for free. Well, part of things about being a flea marketer is you have to like make an assessment of things. You got to know when to tell people to F off. And thing is, if it's a little one, it's kind of tough to do that. You got to kind of navigate things very easily. Because, I mean, even if it is like a little shit, and I would say, yeah, that's correct way to put it, a little shit. I mean, I don't know what the perfect thing to do is. I'm definitely not giving any more gaming deals, right? Because we're into the holidays right now, and some people might be angry, but I'm going to tell people like, okay, October, November, December, it's all business. It's all business. And I'll tell everybody, hey, you know what? Prices are what they are. I mean, I'm sticking my neck out of here, acquiring new games and consoles and all this stuff to sell and everything. So I tell them I got to make money. No deals until January. Dumez, that Destruction All-Stars PlayStation 5 car battle game, not quite free. The bastards make you have to subscribe to PlayStation Plus Extra to get the game free. Yeah, it's interesting. Free, right? If you have to subscribe to a service to get it free, then is it really free, right? Well, you got a great point there. Game Pass, those games are not free. Netflix movies are not free. I mean, closer to free than having to pay full price, but you got a great point there, Dumez. You got to subscribe to PlayStation Plus Extra to get that free. So, not actually free. 9 thoughts. Serious question. I'm thinking about being a seller at a flea market. Do you think selling PC parts and PC games would be a smart thing to sell, or is it depending on your location? There's something I recall that happened I forgot to mention. It's just coming to me. There was a guy that I said I had a PlayStation 3 wire for, and he bought that wire from me. Then he asked me about a graphics card. He showed me something, and he said like, hey, you know if this is worth anything? And it looked like a APU, AGP, whatever that slot is. I used to know. And the thing about PC parts is you have to find somebody that is really into PC gaming and building their own PCs and putting things together which is a small segment of the population compared to people that, just buy consoles or buy, pre-built PCs. So there's definitely a niche audience for it. But Nine Thoughts, what I have learned is you can try to sell a lot of things at the flea market. You can try to sell movies. You can try to sell clothes. You can try to sell a lot of things at the flea market. But far and away, there are certain things that sell far better than other things. I would say, like, knives sell really good. Um, TVs, if you got TVs at a good price, certain electronics. But my personal experience, video games, console video games. So I would do a combo. If you had a PC part set up, I would set up your table and have, Radical Rapid Fire. I gotta go. Gotta go, Nine Thoughts. JG Gaming Channel. 4 days late, squad, where you at? Question mark, exclamation, question mark, a lot of those. And then 4:56 p.m., 9/10/2022. It's interesting. I didn't know there was a 4 days late gaming squad. Do you have your own 4 days late gaming squad? GJ Gaming Channel? Is that a new thing you're starting? Right? So is everybody going to be saying, like, when they're 4 days late to an upload, yo, 4 days late gaming squad? And you timestamped the comment. That was interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody timestamp a comment. It's good for probably you to timestamp it. That way you can look back and see a comment you left years ago and see exactly what time you left that comment. It's actually neat there because YouTube doesn't show the time of the comment. They just show the date. Venom Hernandez. I was baffled at the beginning of the video. Tears, laughing emoji. Yeah, sometimes I like to mention people and they don't expect it. And I said that you sent me a lot of stuff, and that kind of throws people off a little bit because they say, whoa, Rick's not an e-beggar. He's not taking donations like that Wood Hogger or whatever from his audience and whatnot. Rick doesn't have a Steven High Rolling shark, whatever you call it, whale, yeah, sugar daddy. So Venom Hernandez is not my sugar daddy. He was not sending me all those expensive or not expensive, whatever they are, games. He was not. But I thought it was kind of funny just to kind of put in there and throw him off. Like, Venom's like, wait a second. I don't remember sending Rick any games today. What? Murray NJ08. Yep, gotta love the 360. On my street, I was known as the Red Ring of Death Savior. I used to fix so many systems for people. When I got mine, it was from Skyrim. Damn near blew the machine up. Laugh out loud. So you're the savior from death. You bring them back from death. That's pretty cool, man. I'm sure you made a lot of friends there. And I don't understand how Skyrim blew the machine up. As far as I was told, you can't get the red rings while you're playing a game. I think it freezes up your console, then you start back up, and then you get the red rings, correct? And it isn't even all four. I think it's 3 of them light up, right? I've had some before. I don't think I've ever had any red rings. I mean, I've had red rings on it. Not anyone that I've owned. Right now, I have some of the silver ones. Now, explain to me the silver red rings. Like it's just a dot. So the red dot of death? If anything, I don't like how they took that away because isn't there a way that you could actually go into it, restart the system, and hit 2 of the buttons and actually cycle through and get like a code like you do on a car of ODB2 and whatnot? So the Savior. What did you, if you're around and you get this, Marian J08, what was the most common red rings that you would get? I tell you one that's very common that's easy to fix is if you get 4 red rings and whatnot. I think they might flash on the first gen. It's just a connection issue. Very simple. You might think your console is messed up, but you just need to secure your AV cable.